Well, hello there, Libra. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If it's your first time to the channel, welcome. We're so glad that you joined us. So today we are doing your July General Tarot reading. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the Oracle cards, and then we'll move to the Tarot for more details about any obstacles on your path or advice that Spirit has for you. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. It really does help to get my message out to more people, and I really appreciate your support. Okay, so let's get into it. What do we have here? Groundhog Spirit, time to let go, and vast vistas, expand your horizons. Okay, there is this energy. I think the air signs have left the building or are about to leave the building. Yeah, I feel like there is this energy of just what it is that you want is not available to you where you are. And just understanding it's time to make that move. It's time to go in a new direction. Whether that is changing jobs, changing careers, changing relationships, changing cities. It's not where it is. It's not going to happen where you are. And understanding, okay, I'm tired of I'm tired of playing this game, you know? And it's time to go have those experiences that you are really and truly wanting. Really lovely energy here. Yeah, with the Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. I think you've been gnawing on this. You see how he's gnawing on something, you know, kind of gnawing on this for some time. For some of you, you may be even moving close to the ocean or maybe overseas, maybe even to another country. You know, understanding, okay, yeah, what it is that I want, you know, the experiences, the relationships, the situations, they're not available to me here. So it's time to go. And then look at this. You have vast universe, okay, as your present energy, and happy success on the bottom with the transformation card. Really interesting. You know, transforming your energy of, I feel like there's almost, Gemini had somewhat of a similar energy of just feeling like you're talking to the wall in a certain situation, right? Whether that is a romantic relationship, a work situation, you could be even talking to the wall to yourself, right? Trying to make some changes in your own life and just like, okay, I'm not getting anywhere. I can't do it with the environment that I am in. It's time to switch it up. Wow, really powerful, because I feel like with this energy of the transformation, it's ending, literally deciding to end one chapter in your life so that you can really step into the energy of what it is that you want to create for yourself. Look at this. This is just so beautiful. You have the Nine of Cups, knowing that your Nine of Cups, your happiness is not where you are. It is time to move in a new direction, right? Understanding. And for some of you, it could even be, this is kind of interesting, that you have created some type of a life for yourself where you are a little bit like this Jack in the Box, right? Where you are going through one cycle after another, because they keep showing me the handle. You know how you turn the handle, you push the puppet down into the box, you close the lid, and you turn the handle, right? And then it sings the music, and then pop, up comes Jack, right? And then what do? You push it down again. It's almost like you're pushing down your emotions about something. You keep pushing it down, right? But then time goes by and pop, they come back up. Or, you know, there's some situation, some pattern of behavior, pattern of mindset, or a pattern in a relationship that time goes by and then pop, it comes back up. And you're recognizing, okay, this is just the pattern. I'm stuck in this pattern unless I decide to get out and go in a different direction. You know, this could be at work. You know, you talk to your boss because you feel overwhelmed and not compensated, right? For all the time and energy that you put into your work. And so your boss, you know, tries to make you feel better about that, promises a raise or something in 6 months, right? And then, okay, then you're down in the box again, and then time goes by and it's kind of like, okay, 6 months has gone by. I still haven't gotten a raise. We're having the same conversation over and over again. Whether this is romantic, family, friend, work, it's that energy of just repeating the same thing over and over again. And it's kind of like what Einstein said, the definition of insanity is repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I think you're at this like crossroads. You're kind of like, yes, this is not working for me. I feel like because you are such a peacemaker, right? You don't like confrontation. But I think in this case, you're kind of like, this is it. This is the straw that breaks the camel's back, right? You know that adjustments are needed. That repeating the same thing over and over again isn't getting you where you want to go. You're looking out at the horizons. You're asking yourself, Queen of Cups, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? And then taking action on that. No longer allowing the situation to hold you back anymore. Or your fear of what might happen if you go in this new direction, right? The people that may not want to go with you, or, just understanding that you want to take action. You want to break the pattern. You no longer want to have the same thing repeated over and over again. Yeah, look at this. You're trying to make a decision, and you have the Queen of Pentacles, and I am going to say the Queen of Pentacles is a lovely, lovely energy. An energy of home and hearth, mothering energy, nurturing energy, business savvy, very responsible. I think you're trying to decide, is that what I really want? Or do I want to go after my destiny? Yeah, Gemini, Libra, this is just this energy of, okay, am I going to follow the rules, a little bit of follow the rules and keep doing what I'm doing and being responsible and all of that? Or am I shaking it up? Am I going in a different direction? And I think for a lot of you, you are deciding, I have to shake it up. This is not working for me. And for some of you, that could be, you feel like you're not where you want your physical vessel to be. You don't feel like you're living a healthy lifestyle. And this is a big transformation. Understanding, wait a minute, I want a healthier lifestyle. I'm going to start eating more fruits and vegetables and less processed food. I'm going to start taking a walk every day. I'm going to, go to the gym and lift weights a couple of times a week, whatever it is. But it could be that, the people in your life are kind of like not on board. And you're kind of like, okay, well, I have to go somewhere else because this is really important to me, right? Same thing in your career. It could be that, you keep getting promised raises, promotions, special projects, and they don't happen. And you're like okay with that because you're the peacemaker. And it's almost as if Libra is stepping out and saying, I'm no longer the peacemaker. Stepping more into, we're coming up to Leo season, that energy of having the courage and the strength to step into what it is that you want. I don't feel like you're trying to necessarily leave something. I think you're more inspired because there's something that you want and it isn't where you are, or some pattern or behavior has to be broken in order to be able to acquire it. Really interesting because this is exciting. This is kind of exciting because you're not just getting in the car and trying to leave a situation. Instead, what you're doing is you have a vision of where it is that you want to go, which is so much more exciting than just trying to escape a situation. So let's take a look at your obstacle. King of Swords, there you are. Conclusions are within reach and dark thoughts. Yeah. Your fears are what's holding you back. Okay, so Libra, because you're the peacemaker, it could be you don't want to rock the boat in a certain relationship or situation, right? You're concerned. Your fears are, if I have this conversation, because the King of Swords is very honest, okay? Doesn't sugarcoat it, is very clear cut about what he wants out of this situation, right? But I feel like you're afraid if I step into that energy, if I speak my truth, and I don't sugarcoat it, right? I'm speaking my truth. I'm coming in and I'm speaking my truth. Then somebody may leave my life. I might get fired if I talk to my employer, right? My romantic partner might say, okay, well, there's the door, but it's understanding, okay, why are you toying with this anymore, right? With the Two of Pentacles, you're going back and forth trying to figure out what it is what action you're going to take, maybe the words that you're going to have in this conversation. The King of Swords knows what he wants. Gender doesn't matter. It's about stepping into this energy of, I know what I want and I'm ready to face the consequences. And the consequences are somebody wants to leave your life, right? Things turn in a different direction, but also knowing that it is also allowing you your freedom to go in the direction that you really and truly want to go in. Because you understand you're not going to get it in this where you are right now. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because, I live by myself, but when I didn't, okay, and especially when I had little kids at home, one of the things is if I was trying to eat healthy, it was super hard having, especially teenagers in the house that wanted like chips or ice cream or whatever, right? And, we can talk about moderation, but when you are really and truly trying to make a change, okay, it's when you have tempting ice cream and chips in the house, it is really difficult to not get into them, right? Especially when other people are eating them in front of you. And I feel as if this is one of those moments where, and it could be about food in the house, but it's kind of like, okay, this is it. July is the month that we are eating healthy and there's no chips, no ice cream in the house. And if you want something of that, then you can go out and eat it at a restaurant, right? Because I know for a fact that living by myself, I can choose what food is in the house, right? And if I'm choosing to eat healthy, if I don't buy unhealthy food, right, then it's not in the house. It's not tempting when it gets, late at night. And I feel like that's what you're understanding, is that somebody in your vicinity, okay, is perhaps not supportive of what it is that you want. And I think you've had this conversation over and over again, and it's this energy of, okay, I've had this conversation. I'm not getting any change from this other person. So it's, okay, now I have to do this perhaps by yourself because it is near and dear to your heart. There is something here that you truly want, some success that you are looking for. And you know that you can't find it where you are. You're looking out to the horizon. Where can I go? What changes do I need to make in order? Yeah, you are stepping out of this. You're finally getting the confidence to not just accept this ho-hum, okay? You have Capricorn, the devil energy, being attached to kind of like ho-hum, just going through this cycle over and over again, having the same conversation over and over again. It's kind of like, no, okay, I'm not having this conversation anymore. I'm making this change. This is the direction I want to go in. And, it could be that the person or persons that you are dealing with are just afraid that when you make this change, how is that going to affect them? And I think you have really tried to almost over-compromise yourself in this situation, Libra. It's almost like you have over-compromised yourself. And now what you understand is this person isn't like giving. There's no compromise on their side, right? It's just you doing all the compromising and you're done with it. With the King of Swords, you're done with it. There's no, it's almost like no looking back. It's kind of like, yes, this is the direction I'm going in. See ya, So let's take a look at what your advice is. Yeah, you and your loved ones are safe. The Moon card and the Loss card, right? Understanding that, I feel like that there is going to be some fallout in this. And I think you're okay with it. You know, there's a little bit of a fear. I think you know that you're going to have to give up something in order to go towards what it is that you really and truly want. And that has been the hard thing all along. But you understand too that you've overcompromised yourself. You've given way too much for way too long. Yeah, surrender to the divine. Understanding. Yeah. You have the King of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Two of Cups. I feel like you're walking towards something that you really and truly love. And it could be a romantic partner, a new romantic partner, a new business partner. But the Two of Cups to me is really doing something because you want it for yourself. Not in a selfish way, Libra, right? You're not being selfish in this. I feel like the other person might be saying you're being selfish, right? But you're not being selfish. What you're doing is you're walking away. Eight of Cups is kind of like this energy of knowing, okay, this is okay. This is that Four of Cups energy. This is okay, but this isn't enough. I really want my Nine of Cups. I want to go in this direction. I think for some of you, you also want a true romantic partner that is committed to you, right? Committed to what it is that you want in your life, the experiences, somebody that's in alignment with who you are and who you are wanting to become. And you're committed to them. It's kind of like, I feel like you really want this very much of a committed energy because I feel like you are highly committed to this situation or relationship, but you don't feel like the other person is. Oh, Libra, I send you much love and hugs because I think this is kind of difficult. I think you feel like you've been pushed up against the wall, that there aren't any other options, that you are concerned about the fallout, and we are going to kind of clarify that. But it is time to understand, to get excited and passionate about your life again, because what you are doing now is kind of like draining you of your energy. You're not fired up about life, right? The King of Wands is fired up about life. And I feel like you're thinking, my life is really just the Four of Cups. And I can't find it. Here it is. My life is just the Four of Cups. I'm just sitting here waiting for something better to come along. But how long have you been sitting there waiting for something better to come along? It's understanding. It's not coming to you. You have to go out and seek it. You have to go out and find it. You have to make the change. Wow. Yeah, you're transforming. You have the Five of Swords. I think that there is a little bit of this mental anguish, you know, and the Three of Cups. You're wanting something to come together, okay? But you're not really sure if this is ever going to come together. So the transformation here is understanding. Okay, I'm going after what it is that I want. And, you know, the King of Wands is an interesting character because the King of Wands steps onto his path and doesn't mind if nobody's following him, right? Because he is inspired about his life and also understanding that when he steps into the life that he is passionate about, that other people will join and celebrate him. And, you know, this is a little bit about, perhaps for some of you, finding a new soul tribe, stepping into this energy of understanding the people or the situation that you are in. Just don't see you as the King of Wands. I think right now they're kind of seeing you as somebody that, you know, will kind of, I don't want to say it is a pushover, but maybe a little bit of that energy of just being willing to compromise, right? To keep the peace. And this is energy of, no, I'm not compromising. I am going out and getting what my heart truly desires. Wow, beautiful energy. Libra, I'm going to say, I think that this is one of the most kind of like inspired readings you've had in a while. Just kind of like this energy of, yeah, that's it. It's kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back, right? It's this energy of, yeah, this is not working. I have to go in a different direction. Wow. Whew, I am so excited for you. I know that you are kind of like concerned about what you may lose, but I think you've gotten to the point where you're okay with that. because you understand that you are losing kind of like on a daily basis. You know, your happiness is dwindling because you're in this situation, understanding, okay, am I going to get to rock bottom? Or am I going to go ahead and make that change now? Because I think for some of you, you know, you could feel like the tower, you know, are you going to wait for the tower to come in? Are you going to wait until you get fired before you change your job, right? Or the person that you're with leaves you before you make this change? I think you're understanding. I'm cut my losses. It's a little bit about cut my losses and move in a new direction. All right, well, Libra, let's take a look at your soul truth card. And I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. How can I become more flexible right now? Okay, now, what are you trying to control? Maybe it's time to let go. Let love move through you today and trust the outcome will be for your highest good. And the message that I'm giving with that, okay, is that you have been overly flexible in this situation, trying to keep the peace, trying to keep other people happy in this situation. But the thing is, okay, is that you have been over flexible to the point where your own happiness, okay, has been lost. It's this energy of, I love this. Let love move through you today and trust the outcome will be for your highest good. Remind yourself all day long that you are safe, that life is happening for you, and that you are not alone. And I feel like that is the energy of understanding, okay, I'm moving in this new direction because I'm inspired to follow what my heart truly desires. Instead of trying to keep other people happy, I'm going to go after my own happiness. And yes, there may be people or things in your life that decide they don't want to go to this new vast vista, but you've gotten to the point where you're kind of understanding that's okay because I've over-compromised. I've been overly flexible in this situation with this person. Wow, really exciting energy there. All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I really do appreciate all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light to you. Bye for now.